Good morning, y'all. It's November 6th. We are hitting the back day today. Full day of eating. We're at the office right now. First meeting of the day is going on over here in the Zoom. Meal one in the microwave over here. And we got our eggy, our mixed berries, and pancakes stacky over here. But we also have check-ins, and I took some pictures this morning. Pretty much filled out the sheet almost all the way. So I gotta finish that while this is all going on, and then we're gonna get started with the day. We have a, like I said, back day on the menu today. Thickness for the back day. It's gonna be at Golden Gate. Got a bunch of shit to do before then, though, so we will keep y'all tuned in for meal 2. Alrighty, y'all. One of my favorite meals of the day. Rice, banana, and beef, baby. Got some honey on there as well. Food went up today. So, threw some of the rice in my next meal and this meal so we could be on point. And I'm going to have my ass to Publix to go get more rice and be good for pre-meal. But we'll see you then. Okay, so, about to eat pre-meal, but I just wanted to show you guys. I just got a pad for the office. Honestly, if you have to do a lot of steps and you have a office job or anywhere that you're like sitting down a lot, I would totally 1000% suggest this. I was basically doing like 40 to 60 minutes of steps by the time I got home at night, and it just sucks because it's late at night, you done with your workout, done with cardio, and then you got to do a shit ton of steps. It almost feels like another set of cardio. But this allows me to keep my steps going for the day, and I don't have any troubles with that. Now I get to go home and chill, get my body in a good spot to take a shower and go to sleep. But 1000%, if you need that shit, get it. This was literally on Amazon for like $89, so it's not gonna break the bank or anything like that. But I'll see y'all for meal 4. Alright, y'all. Pre-meal: chicken, rice, berries, 200 G's of the rice, 98 chicken, 80 berry. Food has went up, so had to get some of the Mahatma to throw in there. What I would do is make sure you're macro matching that, because that shit got more fat in it. And if I would have put the same amount that I was supposed to put for rice, it would have been like 45 extra calories. So obviously we're in an off season, but I don't know, I like being precise. So I'm going to eat this, and then we will see you for when we change, get some beta in, and in the car. So that way we can hit this back day, baby. Watching some Jordan Hutchinson. We got the pre-workout, or what I do for pre-workout during the week. Beta alanine. 3 scoops of the Body Tech. This is like the one that you buy at Vitamin Shop. This is their brand. So each scoop is 1600 mix. So like 3 of those, 3.2, 6, 8, 4.8, and then I have a gram of salt in here. We're gonna mix it up with some Wawa. Chug the Wawa, refill the Wawa. That way we could take it on our back day today. Should be a good time. Pretty gross. I'm gonna fill up my water, put my backpacks on and all that shit. Kind of have a lot in my hand, so I'm gonna stop the video here and I'll see y'all in the car. Okie dokie. So, pre is in beta. I've been stopping, cause I was doing caffeine, like a real pre, or just espresso on Friday nights. But I honestly didn't like it because it was starting to make me feel like crap, the too much caffeine. So stopped doing that, and now we're just doing caffeine in the daytime like we should be doing. So other than that, on our way to the gym now, going to Golden Gate for, like I said, back thickness. Lots of sets, 3 sets of like my top sets on most things, I would say. Back days now do have 3 sets on everything, just because that's what we need the most of. So far, we had a pretty good check-in today. Everything was upped in regards of food. If I could throw up some pics for my check-ins, I'll throw it up here on the screen. And we are 140 point something average. I didn't look. I just put the information in the sheet and I let him do his thing. But I will play this for y'all. It was a super short check-in. I don't know if you guys like tell your life story to your coach, but I typically don't do that. To each their own, but I mean, I'm smart enough to figure everything out myself. This is my life, and if I truly have a hiccup or something that I need to report, I'll do that, and he'll help me fix it. But other than that, I mean, you shouldn't really have too much to say. With that being said,
Hey, good morning. All right. Very good check-in. Very, very good. A little bit of time down with this windshield, and it has already made such a big difference in your physique, but we haven't seen this massive weight gain that we would typically see, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One, we haven't been overfeeding, obviously. We've slowly worked on food, and we're going to do that yet again today. But there's no water retention that comes with that windshield, just purely fullness gains. And one thing that we're seeing, as you put on more muscle tissue, you get more muscle maturity. That muscle maturity is bringing about like a lower body fat set point for you over time, and that's why you consistently see yourself in this really good conditioning for off season, and it's been improving. Training days got some more carbohydrates. There were no insulin adjustments because the changes didn't warrant it. Meal 2, meal 3 just got more rice. And then on your rest days, I added some fats to your meal 4. Just kind of working that food up a little bit across the board. Pretty solid amount. I think at this point you are now over a 2,000 calorie average, which is stellar. This is the highest calorie average, almost, because our highest was 2,091. And we were on that. In fact, we were as high as 136. So we have some pretty cool data here to kind of match up with some really good progressions, both metabolically and muscularly. All things are trending in the right direction. You got more than half of this growth phase left. Fucking run it. Let's go, man. Everything's updated, ready to go. I don't have any other further adjustments. With the trends that we're seeing, you are going to look night and day different by the time we are finishing up with this growth phase.
So overall, stellar check-in. I'm super happy with the look. One thing that I've noticed is I 100% look and feel a lot bigger than I have. Starting this growth phase, I was 136, 137 pounds-ish, and usually I'm like at the end of my off season at around that weight. So being in this body composition and being that weight, I'm super, super happy with that. Working on a lot. Like I said, trying to build that shape from the front. Density definitely matters in the back, especially turning around for the shots. So basically in figure, there's not really many shots to hide from. Like you have your front and back pose and your side poses, and that's it. You really don't have anything to like twist and turn, and so building the shape that you need to fit into the category is super important for figure. So that's what we're doing. We're continuing to add size in the right places, and that's where it matters right now. I think as a beginner, you should definitely focus on getting size everywhere. And I mean, I still consider myself a beginner. I've only been in the sport since I've been competing since 2021. I've been working out since 2017, 2018, but I've actually been bodybuilding since 2020. So I've only been in the sport like 5 years. So for me to accrue the density and size and just shape in all the places that I needed to, I mean, I still consider myself a beginner. So adding size everywhere, yes, but my legs grow so much more than everything else. So with that being said, I can't train my legs multiple times a week because I will definitely outgrow my upper body even more than it already is. So for me, I have one leg day a week and the rest are all upper body. So that way my upper body can catch up to my lower body. Obviously, we won't know 100% how we're going to look until we peel down, but my legs have notoriously been bigger than my upper body. So with that being said, it doesn't make sense to train my lower body a bunch of times a week when I know that it's outgrowing my upper body. So that's where specificity comes into play, and having a good coach that knows what they're looking at comes into play. But we're working on that. We're gonna continue to run everything. We have, like I said, multiple compounds in place, just low dosages for everything. I don't want to mention it on here, but you can definitely TM me or ask me in the comments and I will talk about it if you want. But yes, I had a couple people calling me. I'm gonna end this video and then we'll see you at the gym for our first working set. I do not film the warm-ups, so really a lot of the time I have like 5 sets on exercises, but 2 of those are warm-ups and then we run into the working set. But I'm gonna continue to take my ass over here to the gym. Got 14 minutes left from this drive. It is season, so it's getting a little bit busier now. Taking a little bit longer to go to places now. But all good. We knew this was going to come. And it probably is not even near its peak because right after Christmas is when everybody starts coming down even more. So, but I'm going to give everybody a call back that was calling me. And then I'll see y'all in the gym for our first exercise, first working set, which will be cable lat pull down. Alrighty, y'all, we got exercise number 1. We have the cable lat pull down. Bought the Amazon attachment for the D handles. Really like this because the mag mag bar fatigues my grip, so I'm not able to get as many reps before my back actually craps out. So pushing into the pad with my knees, I don't know if you can see my little back half of my crotch there up off the ground, but I'm like tippy toeing into the pad so that way my torso doesn't move, my body don't move. Only thing that's moving is my elbows, which I am pulling down to my thighs, not behind me, not making it an upper back movement, Terry rhomboid movement. Obviously with a lat pull down, you're going to be working your entire back anyways, but this will allow you to work your lats a bit more. I personally felt super fired up from this. Um, trying my best to keep my head in a stable position, like not looking down. Whenever I look down, to get more rep, more weight, it does take the tension off of my lat. So just trying my best to keep my head in a good spot. That way I don't mess this movement up. Especially for me, it's probably my thing that I have to work on the most is my V-taper from the front. So that's going to be super important for me. Third set here, different, a little bit of different angle. Again, pull into the hip. Whenever people say pull to the hip, this is what they mean. Make sure that we are pausing at the bottom in the contraction. Is that necessary? No, it's not. But if you're not feeling the movement and you want a little bit of better pump, and like I said, if you're not feeling the movement, number one, check your hydration, check your sodium, because a pump, I mean, you could get a gnarly pump with just a lot of water and sodium. But second thing, I mean, you can definitely start pinning your reps and see if that helps with getting a contraction and feeling the contraction, feeling the movement in the same muscle that you want to feel it in. Next movement we have here is the Mega Mass seated row underhand grip. Got the wrist wraps on here. That way the wrist or the grip doesn't fatigue on me. But we are pulling as far back as we can, so that way we make that good old butt crack in the middle of our back. So that way we are getting that full contraction and making sure that we are hitting all the upper back musculature on here. I don't know about y'all, but if you have done this movement, I know for a fact you feel this in your lower back too. My entire back is fried up from this movement at all times, so it's freaking awesome to feel. I love this movement personally. We have a little drop set here with the, take the 10-pound plate off. I actually realized I did not want to go across the gym and get a 10-pound plate and a 5-pound plate to make it 45 or maybe 2 pound. I don't know. It's early. I'm not doing any math right now, but I didn't want to make it 45 pounds. I just ended up coming off the machine, realizing getting back on the machine and just doing 50 again. So kind of like a drop set rest pause hybrid, if you will. But it worked. I liked it. We got a couple more reps in here that we were supposed to get, so that's always good for progression and the logbook and making sure that we're keeping everything where we need to. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm wearing my watch on my ankle. Reason for that is because I'm wearing wrist wraps, obviously. So if I want to continue to get steps and not be in the way, that's how I do it. I wear it on my ankle. So don't think I'm like prison release or anything, because I get a lot of jokes about that all the time. Alright, we got the T-bar rows on here. Get your freaking elbows back, y'all. Make sure you stretch out. I see a lot of folks not trying to stretch out on this movement, and I don't know if it's because they're trying to use more weight or I don't know, but the whole point of training upper back is to make sure that you're using that stretch, especially against that pad, because it's super easy to make sure that your back is wrapping around that pad. But we have 3 top sets here, so we have the second top set going down. I use 25-pound plates underneath my feet because I'm a shorty. I'm 5 foot, so for me to be in line with where I need to pull it, I use the plates on there. Don't be scared to do stuff like that, and make sure that you're tailoring these machines to make sure that they fit your body in the way that they need to, so that way you can get the most out of all your sessions. We got the third set here. Flaring the elbows out, pull into the chest like a little guillotine. I'm trying to cut my head off here, and make sure that we are taking it to the end. Failure, baby. Failure on all those top sets. Make sure we have no progress left on the table. Next movement, we kind of went out of order a little bit, but we have deadlifts. 20 or 25-pound jump from whenever we started changing the rep range and everything like that, up to 315. I think we got up to 350 or 55 last season, so definitely going to be chasing past that. I want to be chasing 4 plates, honestly. But we got 11 here, which is 1 past the rep range, so we 100% will be going up next week. This movement was supposed to be before the deads, but like I said, had to go out of order because started getting swole in the gym at this time. We have dumbbell double arm row, putting your head on the bench and rowing upper back. I love this movement. It's fire. I feel it 100% on the upper back. So try it if you haven't tried it. And then we have the final movement of the day, which is going to be a hamstring curl. I have hamstring curls 2 times in the week. This one's the pre-core, which is heavier in the contraction. The other one is going to be the Atlantis, where it's heavier in the stretch. So pretty dope that I have the opportunity to train both strength profiles in 1 week. But this will round this one out, and this is the full back day. Taking this to failure, and we'll see you for the next one, y'all. Alrighty, y'all, back in the car. Had a fantastic sesh. Felt strong as hell today. Maybe because of the food increase, I don't know. Or maybe because of everything that's currently in right now. But either way, I'll take it, baby. Progressions across the board. Hit 315 for 11 today. Had to kind of switch some exercises around just because the gym got busy at the end there. Overall, though, like I said, solid sesh. I really, really, really enjoy training back. I enjoy training just in period. Like, training to me is the highlight of my day, and I feel like if you don't feel that way about training, probably gonna have a hard time being a bodybuilder, to be honest. I think we all kind of fall in love of the training aspect, and that's kind of what fuels us. And then we have like a underlying purpose, and that's why we continue to train like the way that we train. But for me, that's like literally everything, and I truly, truly, truly love it. So we're heading home now. 17 minutos until we hit the cribbo, which ain't shit. Kind of love where I live because it's literally in the middle of everything. 17-20 minutes to literally each location other than the Bonita location from work. From home, Bonita is pretty close. Honestly, I don't even go there anymore that much, just because of the whole it being swole as hell. Bonita Smash in my hometown is literally the most equipped Bonita, so everyone goes there. And also they bought out like a shit ton of Gold's memberships, so that kind of added to it. But they opened a couple more. They opened one in Lehigh with a bunch of new tech stuff. Other than that, though, Smash is super fire. Like, got 15 minutes left to go on this one. I got some potatoes, lots of fruit, big bowl of fruit, dark chocolate, and a creamy to eat. It's a little nightcap sweets. And then tomorrow I have a rest day. The food was up on that. Have a little bit more fats, which we love. I love fats. Always gonna be some like avocado, almond butter, dark chocolate, something like that. So we love that. And then Saturday will be that's like my back half of my training. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we have arms and shoulders, legs, and then back, which is the last back day is my favorite day to train back with, which I might take you guys on, might not. It's gonna be, I have to play it by ear because I haven't trained on Monday back in a really long time, especially in the gym that I'm currently going to on a regular basis. So we gotta play it by ear. I might leave work early just to get there early, kind of meet everybody there after work and see how that goes. But we will see you guys at the crib. Don't have any steps left to do, which I'm super happy about. I was gonna do cardio today, but I had the opportunity to skip it because of how my training and my schedule is lined up now. So we skipped it, and we will do it later on in the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will do cardio and we'll get it out the way. As long as I have one full off day, that's what you need. Especially in prep, you need a full off day just so you could rest and recover. But right now we're in a surplus, and I mean, I totally feel good. Like, I feel probably the best that I've felt like ever in my life lately. Might be because of how everything's kind of clicking with food and the androgens, but I also think the TRT is like TRTing, baby. And like I said, I feel the best that I've ever felt, just with sleep, with energy, mostly with energy, and my mood overall. So I would say if you're in this age, or just like a woman that's 30 something and older, and you're seeing and noticing stuff about yourself, maybe you're like super low energy or anything like that, man, look into your hormones, see what could be going on. And if anything's going on, there's so many clinics out there, and it's really not that expensive. TRT for 3 months is under $200, or it's a little over $200. It's like $220 or something like that, which, I mean, most people could swing that. That's just another bill, you know what I mean? But I would look into it because it's so totally worth it. It's all health purposes, you know what I mean? And you need to have balanced hormones in order to make sure you're feeling good and feeling ready to go for the next day and live your life the way that you want. But I have another 11 minutes to go home, and I will catch y'all over there for the last meal. Alrighty, final meal. We have strawberries, some burnt ass fucking fries. Had my creamy, and then you could have kept playing it, the dark chocolate, but almost forgot to film. We're doing our pancakes for tomorrow morning, if I don't fuck them up. And then LC, what are you making? Egg whites?
Eggs and broccoli.
Eggs and broccoli.
Right now.
Breakfast for dinner. But, yeah, I'm gonna eat this. Call it a freaking night. It's 9:07. Really? Okay, yeah. TV's off. So the last hour of the day, we typically turn the TV off. I already have my night blockers on. And that's how we end the day. I fall asleep pretty easy. You watch screens. Mikey. If you watch screens at the end of the day, maybe don't. Because 100% going to fuck with your sleep. But we're gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. She's gonna eat. We're gonna chill a little bit and then go to sleep and do it all over again tomorrow. It's Friday. I don't train. I have an off day, so thankfully that. And then we have 3 days in a row. But this is gonna be the end of the video. Appreciate y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.